Alright guys, so this is a video explaining some tips, tricks, and basically some reasons why I live in my car and why I do urban car living. So yeah, I'm going to try to make it quick. I do this because I like to go out. I don't like sitting at home. I don't like being a homebody. I did that all COVID and I was like, this is boring. And I was bored out of my mind. This is way more fun, period. I wish I had a van where I could put a small solar panel on top for when I go on camping trips, and so I could put my bike up there, and I don't have to worry about cleaning everything out and having a storage unit. Because right now I do have a storage unit for stuff I can't fit in my car when I go on trips. So yeah, it sucks. But I wish I could have my bike up top every day. I'll be using it every day, go on BMX, maybe some biking, but mostly BMX, skateboarding every day. I have a very active lifestyle, so I like to read, I like to write, I like to draw, I like to party, and I like to skate, BMX, play in a punk band. I just jam out with a couple people a couple times a week. So, I live an active lifestyle. So why should I get an apartment I crash in for 8 hours a day for that, right? So that's why I live this life. I have an active lifestyle, and I refuse to pay these corporate landlords all this money and getting ripped off by these people that want to take advantage of hardworking Americans and all that. There's a couple reasons, and I like to live on the edge, so I like to have a chaotic life in a way. So a lot of people will ask me how I do this lifestyle. Well, I don't work in business, obviously. So how do I do this? Well, I got a job, and I would love to hear what your guesses are in the comments. I have a job where I have a locker room, showers, a gym, and I have a fully staffed cafe. All paid for. All paid for. So where do I work at? Can't say. What industry do I work at? Manufacturing. I could say that. So I don't have to pay for a gym membership. I go in 24/7. It's 24/7 access for showers, locker room, cafeteria. That's not staffed, but I can use their microwaves, all that. So yeah, I get the best of all worlds. I'll go in there at 2 in the morning. I'll hard boil eggs, and then I'll put them in a container, put them in my car, and be done with it. It'll be good for 6 days. Or I put them in the fridge. I have a little section in the fridge that's just for me, and I have a very short supply. All I have is bread. Well, this time of year I'll put bread in my car, but in the summer I'll have it in there. But I have peanut butter and jelly in there, or I have peanut butter in here, but I have celery in there. I have carrots. I got salad and all that stuff. I live a very minimalist lifestyle, and I repeat the motions every day of what I do. That's a short story, right? Food. I eat a hard-boiled egg and yogurt for breakfast every day, and then I'll have snacks all day. Peanuts mostly, and I love peanuts. Oh, like the mixed peanuts batch. Yeah, I'll eat a jar a day sometimes. Seriously. Celery, peanut butter, carrots, peanut butter, salad every day. Lunch, same thing for the last 14 years. For the 14 years, peanut butter jelly, ham and cheese every day. Sometimes I'll put a banana in there, or a pickle, whatever. But it's the same every day. Dinner is when I go out to eat every night. So I don't eat fast food. Thank God, fast food sucks. Maybe once in a while I'll go to Taco Bell, get a burrito. I really miss their grilled steak burrito, but they're gone now, so whatever. That's how I live my life. Where I sleep at, anywhere. These days, people don't get it. I sleep anywhere. They have those no parking overnight signs. They don't care. It's just a insurance liability thing. They won't do anything about it. Trust me. They have no security that runs around. If a cop comes by, usually they do a warrant check. Nowadays, they understand what's going on in our country, and they basically let people do whatever they want, as long as they're taking care of themselves. Like, I'll have a campfire right behind my car in a parking lot, and nobody will care. I have my hatch open, sleeping naked, and nobody will care. That's the good thing about the world today. So yeah, I'm very active, like I said, with hobbies. One thing I am very, very good at is seed bombing, which means I plant bushes all around the area for wildlife and all that, and mostly in the rural areas. I try to get these farmers to do the same thing, man. Like, keep growing apple trees, berry bushes, all that, and they wonder why. I was like, well, we're taking the land from the animals, right? We keep building and building in their habitats and leave them with nothing. They have no food supply. So I like to try to get people to give back and coexist with nature. and just build or plant a lot of stuff that they can just easily forage off the trees and stuff. It just makes the food supply chain way better. But that's about it. So there's your 5-minute fast facts of how I live my life, why I live my life like this, and how I did it. It took some time, but yeah. I have a very my phone plan is visible. I don't use data much. I go on social media here and there, but most of the time I call text like the old days. I don't really watch streaming, but I don't play video games or any of that. So, but yeah, I don't really pay for any of that stuff either. I have a yeah. I ain't gonna say what it is, but yeah, I have movies and TV shows on my laptop I can watch 24/7. I have like 2 years worth of supply. So yeah, all my favorite shows. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Have any questions? Let me know, and see you guys later. Peace.